You don't pay your property taxes, your house can be taken away and sold, right? It sounds pretty cut and dry, but what's happening to one Arizona man has authorities questioning parts of the law that allow it to actually happen. All new this morning, Joe Ducey lets you know about one veteran's struggle.
His guitars and his mobile home. They're about all the valuable possessions Jim Borner has these days, and one of them is being taken away.
A guy knocked on the door and said, "Hey, I bought your house at auction. You know, how long do you think it'll take to get all your stuff out?"
The reason? Unpaid property taxes. Jim thought he didn't have to pay, and he points to an Arizona law making disabled veterans exempt. He was 90% injured during Air Force training in the first Gulf War.
I had 2 levels of my spine replaced with titanium, traumatic brain injury, low back injury.
Despite that, Jim says when warned recently about owing past taxes, he paid more than $400 thinking that was the total. It wasn't. So someone was able to legally take over the lien and his property, even though Jim owed just
$221 he's kicked out of his house.
Ron Bellis calls it egregious. He's deputy treasurer with Maricopa County. After Jim let me know about his problem, Let Joe Know Better Business Bureau volunteer Kathy took over and contacted county officials.
We're talking to the county attorney's office. Yeah. We're looking at every possibility that we can to reverse this.
Bellis says he found Jim never fully applied for that veteran tax exemption. And while legal, Bellis says the tax delinquency law involving mobile homes needs to be changed.
After 30 days, the sheriff can sell the property out from under you.
But other properties can't be sold for 3 to 5 years after being delinquent.
He's disabled after serving his country. He comes home, and now he's thrown that same government just threw him out of his house for $200.
You must leave now, or I will sue you for eviction.
Jim says this is the man who came to the door, calling himself Alex Patron, the new owner, and he isn't budging. The reality is setting in for Jim, who doesn't know where he'd go now.
I can't encumber my parents with a 50-year-old guy moving in with all my stuff. I can't do that to them.
I tried asking the new owner about more time for Jim. He says he feels sorry for him, but doesn't talk to the press, and he hung up. State Representative Bob Thorpe is holding a mobile home stakeholders meeting talking about this issue and others next Thursday, July 11th from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the State House in Phoenix. We'll be there. You're invited. See you there. I'm investigator Joe Ducey. If you got a problem, let me know.